welfare department wey be say the people wey not get money, wey not get house, wey not get some kind things, they go feel waka go there. They need the shame, they need the fear. Nobody go segregate them. They go attend to them well. I want make you wey dey watch me from Lagos, you wey dey watch me from Port Harcourt and Calabar, more na learn from what you want to do so. Because with the person who carry come, in na be the acting director of social welfare department here for Abuja. So if wetin Abuja dey do, una fit copy from Abuja for what you want discuss now. Then get scheme wey dem dey do here for Abuja, how they take care of these vulnerable people. And make me carry and come, make come tell us how dem dey do am, wetin make dem dey do am, and wetin dem dey try to achieve. Him name na Sani Amar Rabi. That your name be like Dutch name or be na Arabic?
No, it's a typical Hausa name.
Good morning.
Good morning, my fellow Nigerians.
They hear you. You be the acting director of social welfare department here for Fcta. What be the work una dey do for that department?
Well, we have quite a number of services that we offer to the public. Social welfare is primarily mandated to take care of matters related to vulnerable people. Vulnerable in the sense, persons with disability, like person affected with leprosy, visually impaired, physically challenged, deaf and dumb, the other persons, orphans, and destitutes.
What a fatherless like me now?
Fatherless. You're already a father now.
Oh yeah, continue.
You already now you be the father.
I'm a father.
Thank you. And then, in addition, in every general hospital of the FCT, we have social welfare staff, and the duty there is to identify indigent patients and seek for assistance for them to continue their treatment where they cannot afford to. This one is only at the general hospitals. So if you go to any of the general hospitals in the FCT, ask of social welfare unit, they will take you to and you meet the officers. We offer social counseling on matters related to people's terminal illness, family cases where you have problem between husband and wife. We counsel them, guide them how to resolve their issues. We don't enforce, but we guide you how you understand the root cause of your own problem and they be able to solve it. Because when you enforce, if it's okay for the other person, the other party, when you leave them, kata go boss now.
But you talk something here which touch me, will make me go to wonder, see, because I never see that kind of thing here for this country. So now get staff for almost all the hospitals here. For
general hospitals.
General hospitals.
Not private.
Okay, not private. So in case person go there and you not get money to fee pay, una staff there go connect it to that.
Yes, you should understand it's not, hospital per se, they equally have a budget line.
Okay.
It's not totally a charity organization.
Yes.
Where the patient is indigent poor, but he started the treatment.
Okay.
To a certain level he cannot continue.
Okay.
Then he would look for the social welfare personnel there. And in fact, the social welfare personnel, they used to go around either in the ward for those on admission and then identify that are in their need for such kind of assistance for them to continue their treatment.
My country people, I hope so that they listen to what they happen here now. If you did for FCT, waiting with the talk so consign you. If you did general hospital, I mean?
Yes.
General hospital, and your money not reach again, you don't try your best. FCTA get provision for welfare. They fit assist you. Maybe say that everything they could do for you. At least you don't start, at least some certain extent. Even the hospital self go attest, say this man don't try.
Yes.
So I don't hear now. Nobody say government they work, government they work. FCTA say they get their staff everywhere for every general hospital. In case your money not reach to take complete your treatment, you go look for their. So they get desk. When I get desk for the hospital.
There is an office. There's an office designed for that.
Okay. What about the old people? How not they gather? How not they know the amount of aged people for a community?
Good. In every local government in the FCT, you have social welfare officers.
Okay.
And part of our activities, you know, we are purely field workers. We are not just office officers. No, we are field workers. We move around. We interact with the traditional rulers and community leaders. Mix up with them. We go around. Sometimes we do organize a kind of not just empowerment scheme for the older person, equally counseling. Advise them what to eat, how to take care of their health, and the likes of it. So that's how we get to.
I watched one video of waiting my friend and brother here. They follow Karata, then go there, they come work out, they come go jam within your department they do. Watch our main Nigerians no say waiting with the talk here, no be jejeti. If government they try to do something, make we encourage them. If they watch them on other states and you see what's there for Abuja and you think say this thing they're supposed to replicate them for your state, use your phone, record them, or collect my number for screen. I go link you to people who will show now how to make this kind welfare scheme work for your state. More watch this video. When we come back, I will still continue with the acting director of that department.
Well, you see, the FCT administration under the leadership of Muhammad Musa Bello and Dr. Amatum Tijani Aliu and the permanent secretary, Mr. Olushade Adeshola, one of their mission is to ensure a quality of life of the FCT residents. And the mandate given to my department is to see that when social services is rendered to the people that need it in their need. As part of that mandate, we have issue of addressing social menace being constituted by our young sisters standing by the roadside in the name of we don't have money to feed, no money to sponsor our education, and name it. What you are seeing here is a free lesson preparing the interested, repentant commercial sex workers and children of the indigent families who are not able to pay for their NECO or NAPTEP exam. So we have a kind of sponsorship as part of corporate social responsibility by an COVID NGO to teach and sponsor 500 number young ladies, young Nigerian girls, to obtain certificate in National Examination Council and NAPTEP, National Technical Examination Board certificate in technical aspect of it. In fact, I must appreciate the organizers, the sponsors, as well as some media houses such as ITB, Human Rights Radio and Television by broadcasting or publicizing this program. You see, they say if you teach a woman, you teach a society. Meaning if you educate a woman, you educate a whole society. And this NGO, this highly spirited individual come together, we meet with them, and they volunteer to educate not less than 500 number of young ladies, Nigerian young ladies. You know what it means. Educating one, you know what it means. Talk less of having 500 number. And in fact, they have already given us the privilege that we have exceeded the 500 number now. And you can see it by yourself. And the most interesting aspect of it is the interest shown by the students, these children. They show the zeal, the determination, the interest is there. And the lecturers testify their response. It's the response that shows the interest. And I thank God, all the teachers here, one, they are volunteers. Two, highly experienced, qualified people with higher qualification of education. I think most of them have minimum of master's degree, and some of them have PhD in different disciplines. And among them, we even have ambassadors, all the way from the United Kingdom, coming down here to join us in order to sanitize the city of this illiteracy and other social menace. Well, we have provision for other skilled acquisition. This issue of education is one aspect of it, you have seen. We have FCT Vocational Rehabilitation Center in Buari. And then when this minister of the FCT, Muhammad Musa Bello, first of all, when he came as the minister, he showed his interest in the welfare of the vulnerable. He used to go to Buari at an odd time, at odd hours, 6 p.m., you see him on the road, just to go there and see how our rehabilitees, how they are faring on, those at Buari Center. Before he arrived, right from that law school in Buari down to the center, the road was too bad. It's just about 3.5 kilometers, but believe you, it will take you up to 40 minutes before you cross that side. But as this man arrived, he tied the road. Now look at, just 3 minutes, you are at the center from the law school. 3 minutes, you are already there. But before you spend 40 minutes. And then the Minister of State, Dr. Amuti Tijani Aliu, this woman, her humane in terms of having the spirit of seeing the quality of life of the FCT residents cannot be overemphasized. This is one woman that she moved along as a minister and as a woman and her own class. She go deep into the hinterland, into the villages, cross the river where even the vehicle cannot pass. She will cross, take Okada, move just to see the life of the FCT residents. That is social welfare services. That is humanitarian. That is human. And that's exactly what the organizers of this education are doing. The projection here, even though I have already had, I cannot preempt, but what I heard from the organizers, they are aiming higher than even the NECO-ship. Already they have in place issue of scholarship for IJMB, diploma, NCE, and other, areas of educational endeavor. And all this, there's this same provision of corporate social responsibility in it. Sponsoring the indigent, those who cannot afford to pay for the tuition fee, admission fee, they all have that in place for them. We already enter into that discussion. Apart from here, we are moving into those that cannot pay or cannot afford to secure admission for IJMB. The provision is made here. Well, not just the FCT government, but the entire FCT residents is to support the Social Development Secretariat to achieve its mandate in ensuring the quality of life of FCT residents. Volunteers, highly separated individuals, non-governmental organizations, donors. And then in addition, I want to see this opportunity to advise the FCT residents to please stop giving beggars arms on the street. Most of them are richer than you and me. By far. The testimony recently, we had cases of 2 ladies. When we were preparing them for repatriation to their respective states, a lady, a parcel fall down. What we discovered was 676,000 naira cash stocked. We are thinking it's waste or part of luggage. And the other one, it was on the process of apprehending her by Amigo, recent one. This woman, she was begging her fellow beggar just a pieces of bread to eat. Unknown to everybody there, the line on by her side contained 500,000 naira and $100 note. That same person was begging for just bread to eat. You can see, that is typical economic saboteur. Stacking the money down, not investing it, not putting it to use, still living in a kind of, dirty life, malnourished, not taking care of herself, just worshiping the money she's collecting from people. So I'm advising the FCT resident, please, if you want to help the needy, you have the needy around you. There are some families that they hardly get what to eat close by you. Those working under you, there are some. Their take-home salary cannot take them up to 3 days. 3 days. If you give those people, you are doing what? A godly job. That is almsgiving. And you get the salvation. And God will definitely, surely bless you. And we have some established centers colonies for persons with disability, UIBC, the typical needs, where they cannot afford even primary education for their children. They can't afford even uniform or school bags or books or whatever. You go there. We have at Karamajiji, where we have physically challenged and visually impaired colonies. We have Yangoji, where we have persons affected with leprosy. Alheri village. It's a whole village where the leprosy people there with their families, children, everybody. They have their school, they have their clinic, all within the village. It's by the roadside after Kwali Secondary School. And we have the Vocational Rehabilitation Center, Buari. We have another small colony at Dokwa. And we have so many orphanages around. This is where you go and give your arms. And you get the blessing not to meet someone that because of his appearance you think that he's wretched or poor. He's not. He may not be. Some of them are richer than you and me, but appearing dirty. Just a kind of petty kind of outfit to cash on public sympathy, to exploit the public. And when they get this money, they stack and keep it, not investing it for anything.
I feel very privileged and honored to be here this afternoon. It's not by my making, it's by God's grace. Actually, the lecture that I've learned so far, basically, I'm here for skill acquisition. But what I learned today, based on skill acquisition, is something that you learn with your hands, your legs, even your brain, to solve a lot of problems and to help other people in need. And you can be self-employed by yourself. And basically, I've learned a lot about business plan. You can't just start up a business without having a plan for it. And you can also describe your plan or your business. You can advertise it. You can rebrand it. Packaging too helps a lot. You can't just start up something. There are many people that do businesses, but because of their packaging and their failure to advertise the business, they do fail. They don't succeed in life. So today I've learned a lot about business plan. If you want to start up a business, you have to have a plan before you start a business. In all my life that I've been going for events and training or other things, I've never seen something like this, because I was very amazed when I came and they said you can't start a business when you don't know how to read and write. Because even though you go to offices or organization and you want to propose or give them your business projects or proposal and you don't know how to read and write, that is a failure in another aspect. So you have to learn to read and write, and in what I've seen today is a very, very good thing, even for the government or any other organization to take home. You can't just organize a skill acquisition training center without them having the knowledge or the ability for them to read and write. In our class, I even saw some asking me for some words. So if you want to learn a skill and you don't know how to read and write, that's a start for failure. So what I've seen so far today is a very, very take-home thing for everybody. A very big thank you. And may the Almighty God continue to bless them, enlarge their coast, and continue to give them the strength and the benefit, the endeavor to do more in Jesus' name.
My country people, when I see those kind of things, I get everything I watch for that thing will shock me. Say na beggar. Say when they give beggars money. Why? But you be Muslim. Say alms giving are one of the pillars of Islam.
Alms giving is not a pillar in Islam.
It's one.
It's not a pillar. 5 pillars of Islam, alms giving is not one of them at all.
Prayer and fasting.
Fasting is there.
Yeah.
5 daily prayers is there.
Yeah.
And your testimony that you believe in the oneness of Allah and Muhammad is a messenger of Allah sent. Yeah. Then giving out zakat. Zakat, that is not just giving people alms.
Okay, I thought
no.
Okay.
Zakat, there is a certain limit of your legitimate earning. If the money reach certain amount, you are expected to give out 2.5 of it to a needy in a year. That at the end of the year, you give out that one.
To one person?
Yes. Then observing that Hajj right, if you have the means, not by force, not compulsory. If you have the means, you go once, at least once in a year.
So why, for this part of Nigeria, where we see most of Muslims from this part, many from this part and southwest, they see most beggars around them? So we feel saying part of the religion.
No, it's not.
Then
part
why
of the
beggars
religion.
come plenty for this part of Nigeria?
Thank you. Well, there is misinterpretation of saying help the needy. The needy does not mean somebody who come and display himself in public saying that he doesn't have, God bless you, give me A, B, C, D. No. A needy can be somebody beside you. Your neighbor can be a needy. He may be richer than your neighbor. Possibly your neighbor may not even have what to eat. And in Islam, as a good neighbor, you are not supposed to be bellyful without attending to your neighbor.
Yes.
You understand? So almsgiving is a generosity extended to a needy, not say it's a pillar of Islam. So that misinterpretation of, giving out to a needy, some people that have that, is an attitude per se of laziness. Somebody feel and decide to be useless to himself, and then he presented to himself to you as somebody hopeless, useless, who can do anything to himself or to the society, and begin to. Disability is not a criteria for somebody to beg. And if you look at it recently, disabled beggars among beggars have reduced drastically. I may say before if we were having about 90%. Now, disabled people among the beggars are less than 20%. I'm telling you, they have reduced drastically. I'm telling you this. Yes, majority of the beggars now are everybody hopeless, useless.
So what is your department do now to bring those hopeless people, to give them hope? Maybe this school where they give and this skill acquisition.
Yes.
So when you catch the beggars, you ask them question, or are the ones who just walk out coming to and say, Oga, I not get money to write WAEC, I not get money to write NECO.
No.
Embrace them. How do they gather these people here?
Well, addressing human nuisance in the FCT to sanitize it, for us to have a world-class city comparable to any in the world, is to remove such nuisance from the city street. When we remove them, we counsel them. In counseling, we make somebody to understand that he can do something better with what God has given him or given her, depend for herself. So that secure accusation training we do give them is part of the rehabilitation services we offer.
Okay.
Secondly, some of them, when you meet them, they will tell you that while I'm on the street, I want to raise money to pay for IEC, I want to raise money to pay for NAPTEP, I want to raise money to go for, this secure, so that I'll have what to do, at least to, sustain myself. Some they will even tell you their family. Because among them we do have single mothers that do carelessly, they lock down their toddler children, their sons or daughters in a room just for them to go out and hustle. We have such cases severally. When we present them, they will tell us that my baby. We will not ask them, who did you leave the baby with? They say, honestly, I love the baby because I don't want my neighbor to do what I'm doing. Get it? Is it not risky? Whenever there is any fire disaster or something like that, the child is at risk.
Yes.
You understand? Because they will lock the child and go with the key. Sometimes the child will be a toddler, 2 years, even less, just because they want to go and hustle. So, and then sometimes you see some young girls hawking groundnut, pure water, name them. If you ask them, why are you not supposed to be in school? You are supposed to be in school now, not to be on the street. They'll tell you, my mama not get money to pay my school fees, my mama not get money to pay my work. I'm supposed to write my work, I'm supposed to write my NECO, but we not get money. You understand? So what we did was, we identify an NGO that we sat together to see what we can offer to the FCT resident to reduce such menace. Our target initially was 500 repentant and interested commercial social workers, but later on, our secretary, Hajia Hadiza Muhammad Kabir, she said, look, Mr. Sani, I think there is the need for us to extend more, since taking care of vulnerable indigent patients is part of our mandate. I say, exactly.
Yes.
See, the reason why I limit it, because the people we met who want, they give us a particular target. But let us see how we can accommodate others. Now, as I'm telling you, the number we have recorded that we are training are more than 1,000.
Commercial sex workers.
Yes, and not only commercial sex workers, including the children of the indigent families, those who cannot afford to pay for their NECO and NAPTEP. The time we have already started this program, WAEC has already closed their registration, but we succeeded in getting NECO and NAPTEP that accepted.
But wait, how until they get these people, apart from the ones that they see, hold them, cancel them, where in case person we know a condition, say you know if you pay and you want right NAPTEP or right need support, how the fit access your office?
Well, you know, this Human Rights Radio and Television, MBLMB, that is Berkete family, people do go there for such humanitarian assistance. And by the grace of God, we met with them, then they gave us about 100 candidates that are part of us. You know, it's a one media house just like your own that is almost all over the world. You understand?
Yeah.
So we get such. And not just the NAPTEP exam, conventional exam. We have provision for technical certificate for people that are specialized in either this, what do you call it? Tailoring, fashion designing, you know, even if you are doing spa, all this kind of design you do. Manicure, pedicure, hair salon, name them. All such kind of skills you are into. You want to perfect it and obtain a certificate that can enable you to advertise your market. So there is provision for that also. Today, by 11 o'clock, by the grace of God, we will have 2 visitors. One, EFCC has volunteered to come and join us, lecture our fellow Nigerian children how to go about their, you know, lives to succeed in Nigeria without necessarily venturing into dubious activities. Yes. That is one.
That one makes sense. That one makes sense.
And then we're able to get some volunteers who add some skills to train. Quite a number of skills that will train people to perfect before the exam. For that national technical certificate examination, which is different from the conventional NAPTEP, if you are doing a tailor or whatever, they will give you 30-minute exam, which you'll be able to express yourself in written how you do a particular product in the business you have chosen. And then they will give you some hours during the exam that you do practical.
Of what you say you want to do.
Exactly. So today, some of those people that you have got will come with different items for different skills, all free for just our daughters and children.
My country people, when I see how the thing they go, you know, you feed the house and you say you want to join this kind of scheme, or you get person get skill, where you want to be volunteer to say, okay, I want to come there assist these departments. They show people how to do 1 or 2 things. You fit call into the program because Abi, you need that now. You fashion designer, you want to help people. Where they say they know they pay money, government won't support them, and you want to bring your own skill to support government to reduce crime. Because if we do these things like this, in the next 5 years' time, crime will reduce. You understand the point now? In the next 5 years' time, we know they build houses with high fence. If everybody they're empowered to feed themselves. My name is Ekanem, Inyang. I'm here with Ms. Sani, and I'm the acting director of Social Welfare Department, Fcta. If they watch me from Lagos, or they watch me from Port Harcourt or Calabar, Akwa Ibom or Gombe, Yola, anywhere they watch me from, and your governor, they do this kind of thing. Even Katsina State governor, they do this kind of thing. Come Abuja, come learn, because now learn they learn. Because like they don't know what they do for some state. They don't they call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What will be your name and where you they call us from?
Okay, my name is Prince Mike, calling from Central area.
Oh yeah, now fire down.
I want to ask this, my Ogadia.
Did they hear you?
They do editing. I can video editing. I can help out with that.
They hear you. Okay, thank you very much. What thing that happen be say after the program you go send text message. You say they do video editing, and if it supports the.
Thank you. No, we really. He's welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I beg send text message. Send text message after the program. Just put your name. Hello. Good morning. From Port Harcourt. What will be your name? Igwe. How Port Harcourt now? Oh yeah, now fire down. Now what do you want to talk this morning? It's not happening in Port Harcourt.
Yes.
What do the governor they do now?
I don't know for him.
But they say they do road now.
Which road? Road that is not with me.
Oh yeah, now thank you very much. I better remove your hand for problem of Port Harcourt. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What will be your name and where you call us from?
My name is Beckham. I'm calling you from Abuja.
Oh yeah, Abuja. Which area? Abuja plenty.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in area 1.
Oh yeah, now make your contribution.
Please, I love what Fcta are doing to help the people of Nigeria. I believe it.
You say? Oh, but the bless you want to support us, so we send you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What will be your name and where you call us from?
My name is Daniel. I call from Abuja.
Oh yeah, now which side of Abuja? Mabuchi, Gishiri, Nyanya, which area?
I call for Life Farm.
Oh yeah, now fire down, brother.
I want to ask this our uncle where they there. What about some people where we say they get wisdom for technical aspects? We don't learn the work, no capital to start the work.
Okay. You know, get any... All right, now they listen to the program. You go attend to you. More will take some calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. This man just talk something now where we say to say what of people where they don't get empowered, as in they don't sabi one skill, but they don't get money to fit start. Whether the department get provision for something like that.
Well, as per people that are looking for capital to start business, well, there is an agency under Federal Capital Territory Administration that is Abuja Enterprises Agency. It's around Katampi.
Okay.
Just at the junction, that next cash and carry junction. You take deep down.
That's Moral Road.
Thank you. It will lead you to their office. They are the people that are solely in charge of raising capital for people who are in need. They've already specialized in their business. All they need is capital. These are the people in charge, not our own department.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. See, I never know say you don't pick your call. Hello, good morning. I saw live be anything what you want, any suggestion what you want make, any advice you want give, anything what you want support Fcta with. The number they see for screen, the number if you take send us what you fit do and what you fit offer to the Fcta, because the welfare department they need everybody support. If you be bricklayer and you fit teach person how to do bricklaying work, call the number, say I fit render my service to help another person to make life better. Hello, good morning. Are you be our last caller today?
This is Goslov calling back.
All right, now Goslov, fire down. What do you want to talk?
And I want to appreciate them. God bless them. I'm really good in making of soap. I would have liked to teach a lot of students who are really ready to learn on how to produce soap. I don't know how to them.
What you go do after I end this call now? You know, say people we don't call plenty. After this call, just send your name and what you fit do. Then I will call you back and give the man your number. Then he will call you. You understand? Okay. Thank you very, very much. We at this kind of thing. Nigeria now better people now we be. I dey talk am before every time anything we do make you do am well because you know that for mine. Fifth, they get you for mine, Oga Sani.
No.
Now good. One close shop now.
But please, I'm forgetting to tell my fellow Nigerian our office.
Okay.
Our office address is located at Area 10, Art and Culture Complex.
Okay.
That's the Quincy Center. That's where Social Development Secretariat is.
Okay.
The Secretariat house about 7 departments. We have Social Welfare Department, that's number 1. Then we have Gender and Child Welfare Department, Youth Department, Art and Culture itself, Tourism Department, and Sports Department are the admin and finance.
All of them do there. All right, thank you very much. I hope say when they do other events again, let us know what's in the Apple. No see as Abuja people they embrace una for the good work on they do. Well done. May God give you more power.